Hey guys, unfortunately, I suffer from the yes man syndrome. Yes man syndrome is when you cannot say no, and it costs me a lot. It costs me my sanity, it cost me my sanity, and it cost me my sanity. And it got to the point where I couldn't say no to anyone. It was just like somebody wanted me to do something for them. I'll be like, okay, cool. But you have to realize that you have to get to the point in your life where you just don't want to bend over so far backwards that you break. And I was at that point where I didn't know how to say no. Now, I'm not saying say no in a rude way, like somebody asks you, hey, could I? No. You don't want to do that. That's kind of rude. But, sometimes you do have to get a little rude because usually when you say no, people decide to ask you again. And nobody has time for that. So basically, I'm teaching you guys or letting you guys know that it is okay to say no. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Now, I'm not saying when your mom, if you're living with your mom and she's like, can you wash dishes? Don't say no. Please don't, because you will be homeless. And you're going to try to blame me, and I have nothing to do with that. I mean the things that we know that we don't want to do. You know how you have that friend and they never want to give you gas money, but they always want you to ride you around in America. I have a friend that is like that, unfortunately, and you know who you are. Unfortunately, they never have money. And I'm not saying that they have to be rich, but if I take you 30 miles down the street, I would like some type of compensation. But they don't do that. They look at you like, I don't have no job. Like, yeah, but you want to get to where you want to go to, so you have to give me gas. Because if you go and get on the bus, you need fare. If you get on the MARTA, which is a train, you got to have fare. If you're walking, well, actually, when you're walking, you don't have to pay for anything. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that you have to learn how to say no. Bottom line, just say no. It doesn't matter. What's the worst they can do? Shoot you? If they shoot you, then I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, if they hopefully they don't shoot you, but the worst they can do is be upset. You have to learn how to say no in a polite way. You know what I mean? Start by saying no and then saying, well, thanks. No, thanks. And don't do it in a way where someone asks you, hey, could you drive me to the store? And you're like, no, thank you. Don't do that. Don't do that, because that's rude. But you can say, no, I can't do it right now. You know what I mean? I understand how you feel, and I understand that you need that. But unfortunately, at this time, I'm not able to do it. No. And then walk off. Just walk off. Don't stand there. The worst thing that you could do is to say no and to stand there. They're going to be like, well, maybe she's thinking about no. No. Just say no and then walk off. I don't care if you're in a car at that point. Get out of the car, say no, and then open the door and run off. Just say no. And I don't mean to make this comical, but it's getting ridiculous. I went through that. I went through the yes man syndrome where I never could say no. And it cost me a lot. Not only did it cost my sanity, it cost me money. It cost me my time. It cost me energy because I was too afraid to say no. And I don't want you guys to go through that. So I really encourage you to learn how to say no to things you do not want to do. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be helpful to people. There are some people that are legitimately need help. I'm not saying don't help them. You need to help them. Be of, service to people that really need your help. I'm talking about the people that like to mooch off on you. I'm talking about those people, okay? And I am talking about people that it's not a complete benefit for you. You know what I mean? It's not like they're gonna help you. Like I said, for example, taking somebody down the street or to another city or downtown. You want to be able to know that if I take you here, you're gonna have to compensate me on gas. You know what I mean? If I watch your puppy for you or take a dog for a walk, are you gonna pay me? Nothing in life is free. Bottom line. So you can't get your time back. You can't get your energy back. You can't get any of that back. So you need to learn how to say no when it's appropriate and to say it in a good way. So that is my little vlog. And I know I haven't made a video in about 100 years. And I'm sorry. It's just that life has happened. And I'm doing a lot, with my music. And my EP is coming up. So I'm really, really busy. But I will make sure to try to do at least one video a week. I will try to do that. So you guys, if you have any ideas or anything that you want me to talk about, definitely you can DM me on Twitter. It's Ashley Vocals, or you can message me on Facebook, and that's Ashley Vocals as well. Just add me, mention me, and I will reply back. And I do follow back everyone. If you mention me for a follow back, I will follow you back on Twitter. And if you want to be my friend on Facebook, I'll be anybody's friend. I don't care. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to learn how to say no, and don't be a doormat for people. Don't be, be able to get walked on over time. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with helping others, but there is something wrong when you bend over so far backwards that you break, and you don't want that. You know what I mean? You want to be able to be like, I can do that for you. It's not a problem. But when it becomes a cycle of take, that's an issue. So learn how to say no, and you're going to be a better person. You're going to be happy to say no. And again, don't say it in a rude way. Just say it in a polite way. No, I'm not able to do it. You know what I mean? So I don't want to keep rambling. I hope you have a blessed day. Be encouraged and have a good one.